G'day, today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge in Mini Motorways. This one is set in Los Angeles, always fun to go back to the first level. Chance to get a nice good score. Straight roads require double the amount of tiles. Oh, nice tricky one. Bridges, start with 4 bridges, that's all we're going to need. Motorways require road tiles. So we are going to be in a need for road tiles for a very large amount of this game. Now, it does mean that if we build a straight line like that, it's worse than if we build a line like that. So when we start to need tiles, we will get into some really wriggly roads. In this early stage, let's try and see if we can stick with straight lines. Because eventually we'd want to convert everything to be straight lines anyway. Don't like that placement. Don't like that placement one bit. Alright, let's get everyone sharing for now. I mean, maybe what I need to do there is cut under for yellow. Yellow comes down, goes up. Blue goes up, comes down. I'm just going to wait till Sunday, so we've got a few more road tiles. I'm going to go roundabout. Neither of these two places can use a roundabout because of how close the... Actually, I can put one there. Let's just slot that in there for now. Pause for a second. Actually, no, let's not pause because we're not going to die on this. Let's, You've just sort of blocked the gap I was going to work in here. It's those two. So now, this guy across there, these two across there, I guess? That roundabout I'm not using for anything except to get rid of 2 squares of road tile. Trickiest thing here is going to be road tile. So I think that's where we want to work. Oh my goodness. Placement is wild. Let's go this guy. We're going to write off that ink for now. I'm going to decide whether I use this third yellow on the left. Whether I need to give him to the lower of the 2 yellows. Definitely taking road tiles in this one. I mean, I don't use traffic lights anyway, but this one we're going to be great need of road tiles the whole time, I'd expect. Okay, so that's what this 2 guys down the bottom are going to be good for. Straight line connection for that. Okay, what do we want to do there? Well, that's an easy fix then. So those motorways now get rid of the luxury of sort of not costing road tiles. They are going to it's just purely being that they can get from one spot on the map to the other. But I mean, that's the primary focus of those of motorway anyway, so not too big a deal. Alright, green is gonna be a problem. I mean, do you just want a motorway, buddy? I can't even afford a motorway to you. You're at least setting yourself up to be a motorway. Yep. Okay, so definitely the road tiles. I mean, I realize we would have got 20 with the bridge anyway, but I can't imagine we're going to use too many more bridges. We may, but those road tiles are going to be definitely handy. We haven't really had to change up our strategy too much in terms of straight lines or anything. Like, everyone is still getting the most direct route they can, any location. Some of these blues at the top kind of need to go down to the central. Oh no, now we don't need to worry because that guy will take care of it. I mean, I always think that you can never go against motorways, but in a level like this where road tiles are such an important piece, it's tricky. Also, we've got the issue with this lower pink needs some more attention. What we could possibly do is take the two yellows at the top, move that roundabout a little bit to the left if it would fit. So let's just get rid of that roundabout. Let's do that for a moment. That fit there, then what we can do is that, get rid of this, and then just have all of these guys just go and look after both of them. That then means that this pink can come down and help out here. And a scenario like this one, what we need to do is go, well, you've stopped being the priority, it's now this guy, and we can run him diagonal. Makes that life a lot easier. We can run this guy diagonal. Still gonna need this week's stuff. That is a tricky handoff. There's a really tricky handoff. I'm gonna have to still go the motorway. I think that because I've not worried about making too many of my roads diagonal. I think that there's plenty of room to correct that future and allow us to have more squares. As it stands, we currently only have 2 squares and a yellow here that's got no one looking after him. I think possibly all we need is 3 squares. If we just go, get rid of this road, wait for this guy to come back, we can then just do a little wiggle for him, gives us 6 squares, and make that connection, make that connection. Terrible long-term solution, but it's just going to be a short-term solution while we get squares. Should be fine. Only 2 bridges. We can slot the roundabout in anywhere. Alright, let's get rid of this road. These 2 guys are now going to look after him. Still no clear answer for... get a roundabout anywhere in there? No. So I don't like the way that guy's connecting, but... that's all we got. Get these 3 guys to bounce out that way. take these two guys. No, we don't want to get rid of the bridge. We just want to get rid of that connector and that connector. This guy that way. I think we need to go to that extreme. It just seems so rude to put a house on a road. That sort of thing you would see in real life. At the moment we're doing okay for road tiles. Something that we need to address is this ink here. Currently only has one house looking after him, and it clearly isn't enough. So you can have one dude at the end of the longest, windiest road we could possibly make. And this green here is okay. If he can get some friends, we can give him a motorway to this green and then take those guys for something else. A lot of intersections that I've got in this one that aren't great. So I'm surprised at how badly this green's doing. Why is he in such demand? We've got 5 houses looking after him. It must just be because there's only one green. Desperately need him to get a friend. I know how you feel, green. Alright, so I mean, we'll take roundabouts because I'm more likely to use a roundabout than I am a set of lights. Can I fit one in there somewhere? That would have solved his problem. I've got a 3rd house at the end of this crazy road, a 4th one. Okay. So we're quite quickly getting some compelling arguments for people that should get motorways. Still so low on what's his though? On road tiles. That I'm not even sure we can, like, really it should be these 3 guys at the top. Who else was it? This group of pink should also possibly be in the running for one because they've now got a circular one they're looking after. Actually, I will give them one because it'll reduce the amount of road tiles they're using. But also because of the amount of road tiles needed, I'm going to make that jump there. I think that purely because that's not a circular destination yet. Neither is the one on the lower side. And that matters because they're not too demanding. And it's just, that's fewer road tiles that I have to use to make that motorway there than what I would have to do to get all the way at the top. Okay, this yellow road at the top is also becoming a bit of a problem, so let's also wipe that away. Let's take these 2 greens here. We're gonna have a problem with Um, available road tiles, I think. That guy's a nice solution to give this one too. I've been distracted so many times just there, I don't even remember what my current focus was. Right, okay, so this guy here, we're going to bounce him to there. We're still gaining road tiles courtesy of these wavy roads going back. So we're going to take another motorway, and we're going to bounce that one to there. Do have to do a little sort of check over everywhere, I think, to just make sure that we've got everything covered correctly. This circular blue's not doing too well. So let's try and get this, give him at least that fourth person to support him. Again, the lack of, the fact that the motorways are costing me tiles makes it trickier. Like, because otherwise I could just have a motorway. Okay. Okay. And again, I've got to keep taking the motorways. I can't use the motorways, but I've got to keep taking them. And just hoping I survive another week and get offered like 30 road tiles. I think the addition of that extra blue also helped sort out that circular destination, that there are now more there are now more blue destinations, so it's spreading a bit more. We did get a second green destination, so what do we got now? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue destinations, 3 pink, 5 yellow, 2 green, 3 orange. So really we would like to see 1 more green right on cue. And that should even us out a fair bit. Now, I can't actually get connected to that guy, so I don't have any road tiles, but it is Sunday. Thank you, exactly what we want. 30 road tiles. Okay, so I think that what I need to do is get rid of this guy, this pink, from being part of the guy towards the bottom, because he's got a motorway, he's got 5 houses looking after him, and by shifting that, it means that we can now have no intersection that pink's worrying about, and it also gives us a 4th guy for the top destination. We also have a lot of pink in this section at the top. We're reaching the point where we're probably not going to see too many more additional destinations, and because of that, it means that we should start to finally get a catalogue of road tiles. Should make life a little bit easier. A lot of shoulds and everything I've just said. I could fit a roundabout in here somewhere. Kind of can. So let's get rid of that road. We'll just shift him a little bit that way. We'll get rid of that bridge. Get him to do that. Make sure we've got a nice distribution of all the greens. It does seem silly now that we've got this 5 greens in the top right looking after greens really far away when there are actually 2 different greens on either side of it that could really use it. We're going to bounce that down to there. I'm going to quickly have a look at this pink that is freaking out. I want a roundabout for him, actually. Pink is currently on a surge. We can see that from 2 of the pinks having a quick moment here. So, what we can do is we're going to grab both of these guys, get that connected, and I don't see where these guys connect at the moment. There. Who's worse off? Who do I think is going to quicker solve this problem? Just bounce those guys to there for now. We'll just send a quick surge. You can see that almost everyone's leaving there. Not everyone, almost everyone. So that does mean that there is definitely need for some support. The other guy's going to go too if we don't give him some help. Even then, you can see that this is still a mess. So basically what we've got to do is just hope we can hold out. Meanwhile, this guy's doing fine over here. Let's grab 2 of his houses. Jump up this way, cut across there. Get in there. Because we don't have to solve the problem here, it's just that it's surging. We just have to make sure there's enough guys there to keep it alive while we work through this. And you can see that both guys are now hitting points where they go grey. They're just sort of calming down a little bit. Both have done a great job there. And thank you to Blue for letting us just sort of cut through while we're working on this. Now I did successfully cut off that green network at the top, and then just gone about not using them at all. So let's get this guy to sort of join them, go like that. This guy to turn up. These guys could probably just make a connection there. This yellow down the bottom right is not great in terms of the support network, how far they have to travel to get to him. They have to go through 2 roundabouts. So let's get rid of that. That pink's not happy again. That's a connector. It's not that much of a gain, but I'm going to address him a little bit. Both pinks are freaking out again. Let's jump this guy over to here. I'm going to go the other way this time. What we can also possibly do is we can knock out this road here. Give him I don't actually even have to give him a motorway. What we can do is we can just have him run up the river. And then we can have these guys just cut down. So that guy gets 2 extra houses. The guy at the top gets 5 extra houses. This guy here will be fine. He's just wants to be included. Blue is doing exceptionally well. I mean, I think because Blue's got so many locations. Now this guy here is still losing his mind a bit. We don't really have that much in the way of available houses. All All those guys are contributing to this guy getting better. This guy, I suppose he's better now. Let's just quickly give him 2 houses, jump up there. See if those 4 houses can just be enough. Because you can see this guy's just flirting with just being over. So we just need a few quick guys to get delivered and take care of it. And we'll see some grey. It's crazy how close he is to fine. There we go, he's recovering. Apart from pink, everyone else is doing very well. That guy gets another house down the bottom here. Now, I'm going to say he's okay, that we don't need to sort of... If we get rid of that intersection, he'll be in a better place. We will find out. The fact that there's like a queue of guys trying to get in, and in part they'll just stop because they're the guys trying to cross across their intersection. Now that intersection's gone, they might do better. And you can now see this guy's freaking out, that guy's freaking out. Pink has got some real surge problems. Okay. A blue friend over here has finally said that like he's a bit of a struggle. It's important to, when you've got a problem, to say something. One knows to help. So we've got 2 guys in the middle here. We've got 3 guys at the back, all the way over there, and then we've got sort of an excess of guys on this side that I reckon is probably going to be our best bet. Let's just grab these 3 guys, send them down. Yellow down the bottom here is not happy. You have an extra motorway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out this green road. I'm going to put the motorway there and hop him to there, which will allow us to get like 2 yellow houses to cut in there and help out. Again, part of this is just that there's a pink in there too that's unhappy. I mean, that you can see that pink on the right. This guy's now solved his problems. He's good. I don't have an available motorway anymore. Try and just quickly surge some guys over to help out. So, like, say these 2 guys, I could just hop back. Haven't landed one there. We do to get creative here. These 2 guys are already struggling, so I can't steal that motorway. Yellow's okay for now, so I mean I can go get rid of that. So could you guys just sort of roll down that way again for me? Be a lamb. Okay. And then again, we'll turn these guys around. We'll do that 1 extra piece of road and see how we go. We'll get this guy up there and get this guy across here. Let's get a few more houses connected to that top guy. I mean, he's got an intersection problem as well. But every potential delivery we get in this section could keep us just alive for 1 second more. We really should have separated this second guy out at some point, because he just sort of like ended us with a whimper. But almost 5,000, so not too bad. Jump over to menu. Let's see how we did. It's very early in the week, so 2% suggests that we're probably going to get a little bit of a push. Or I guess 2%'s 12, because there mustn't be too many people that had a crack at this one yet. There we go. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. Yeah.